Yo, what is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, chat? Chat. Yo, what is good, guys? What's up? What's up? Well, chat, we are back to the evals. I got cooked on my live account, brother. Cooked. I mean, quite literally cooked. Got baited, and I got baited into how strong this rally was. I just didn't see that deep of a pullback coming. So, too much size, too much pullback. Recipe for disaster. Lucid's doing what now with what? What? Lucid's doing what? Says who? Where'd y'all hear that? Yeah, we're going to try to pass this eval, as a matter of fact. So I hit my loss limit on my live account. Just frustrating as shit, bro. Really good day on the live account, really bad day on the live account. Really good day on the live account, really bad day on the live account. Like, I just can't for the life of me put two or three green days in a row. It's just frustrating. Yeah, I think you got that mixed up. I don't know. I don't know about that, bro, because Lucid, there's not really any drama with Lucid. What's good? What's good, Speed? We finna pass, chat. Speaking of Lucid, I got a Lucid eval right here. I'm gonna try to pass it, bad boy. Thought you were not gonna stream this morning. I was going to not, because I had plans to go on Top Step, but then I hit my loss limit on my account, so I can't go on Top. Not that I can't go on Top Step, but I just like I can't trade the live account because I'm locked out because I hit my loss limit. So here we are, full circle. Full circle. Funny how plans change. I'm wondering here if NQ's gonna hold this low here, but Crude is coming off the lows too, and if Crude comes off those lows too aggressively, NQ can keep fading. Yeah, I'm just trading one eval, bro. Just one. Your voice is low. I think it's your computer, man, because you're the only one saying that. And usually, I haven't changed the settings, and everybody usually thinks it's pretty good. Maybe you try turning your volume up. If we can get like this eval halfway past, then we'll do another eval. But we need to get this one halfway past first. Bro, what? What? All right. Yeah, volume's good. All right, good. I don't trust this NQ move, man. Not one bit. Is it very hard to get past evals? Yeah, dude, it's hard, bro. It's difficult. It's very difficult. It's hard to trade much of anything in this market. Not just evals, but yeah. I don't like this bottom. I just don't like it. I don't like how slowly we're coming off of it. Maybe that is our low, but I don't know. We're not really setting like a solid foundation, a solid structure here. We're not putting in like higher lows. Just kind of BSing. Evals are hard, and so is getting past the buffer once funded. Yeah. I want to get me some funded accounts again. Right now, we still have that TBT account that's halfway past. I'm watching Crude bounce here, and I'm feeling like NQ is not going to be able to hold this low if Crude keeps bouncing. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, Jacob. I feel that one. All right, we're kind of slowly bouncing off this low here. Do we trust it's the question. I don't have enough information on that, to be honest. Thakix. Did you upload a TikTok about it? I'll go watch. See what you had to say. I don't know. What's good, Cut? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Where you been? He's watching you right now. Yeah, I think it's Turbo, right? What the frick? Look at NQ here. Okay, so you just got Crude bouncing. It's hard to trust this. Y'all want my tally on what I've done so far this morning? How productive I've been? Hit my DLL on my Top Step Live account. Blew 5 lucid fundeds. Or sorry, evals. God forbid. That's what we've done so far this morning, man. Feeling good about myself. Feeling like a successful day trader. Feeling like a successful day trader. Feeling profitable. Feeling productive. Feeling like could have done less damage if I slept in. Already, bro. Yeah. It's rough out here, dude. Yeah, then I kept buying this dip on my live account. It was two minis, but that was a lot of damage. Like 100 points on 2 minis is damaging. Didn't really have a great exit plan because, well, I was kind of anticipating us to build support in here, and we did. I mean, we did, but after I got liquidated. Say what? Nobody wants to help with the straight up hurry mules?
I hate putting on losing trades on YouTube. It feels so much worse. I would rather lose $5,000 than lose $100 on this station.
I feel you, Jack.
Here we go. Trump hitting True Social. The United States has been informed by most of our NATO allies that they don't want to get involved with our military operation against Iran. Yep.
Huh.
You see the pop.
Huh. No NATO countries want to help. Tonight, yeah, tonight I'll be on Top Step slow market, so we'll see. Maybe we can make 600 over there. we want to pass evals. Yo, TikTok, YouTube, hit the like button if y'all have not hit the like button. Appreciate it. Is it difficult to pass funded? Is it difficult to pass an eval is actually the right question. And yeah, I would say it's pretty difficult. I mean, you got to make 200% return to your drawdown. So yeah, it's pretty difficult. Pretty much have to double an account. Hard to do. I guess NQ is just going to sell off all day, slowly, methodically. Crude still bouncing. NQ's rebounding though. Okay, I'm gonna get into a quick scalp. This is an eval, by the way, so don't follow here. See if we just bought the high. Would not be that surprised. See if we can pop back into the structure here in the 50s. If we can get into the structure in the 50s, that'll give us a decent little area to kind of manage this a little bit. Can we pop into the 40s here? So far. Crude still popping. Can we hold NQ? Not looking like it wants to hold. And Crude's breaking out. And we might have to bell here. All right, it's too aggressive of a pullback. We'll bell down 1,300 so far. Rip. So bad news about NATO. I heard that. I mean, that's not that surprising to me, but yeah, that's delay the opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I guess. We'll see if that was a bad out. Just testing 20s right there is ugly. I want to see a more aggressive move off of the support. And with Crude creeping higher, it just doesn't look good. I can always get back in, but I was not liking it. And now we go. Okay. Maybe I should have just trusted that low. I don't know. There you go. There's 40s. Lost my 9.7K Express. You'll bounce back, bro. You got this. Maybe, did you lose it all in like one trade? I don't know. Do we trust to buy here? We might have just bought the top again. Let's see. Yeah, we might have. Yeah, it's oppressive. Brother, man, you're killing me, G. Cooked. Cooked, bro. Getting straight cooked. Good lord. What's been working well is not trying to buy into the strength because it just immediately fades. So I should probably keep that idea. Just buying tops. Just buying tops. Can't even get directional movement for like 1 second after the entry before it reverses on me. Just horrendous. Brother, I literally cannot get price to go my way for 1 second before we get caught in like the massive reversal. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Well, we've got like no drawdown left. Like 15 hundo, maybe. Like, what the frick, brother? I mean, literally, too, the top, like, literally top ticking and bottom ticking exits and entries. It is bad. Bad, bro. I legit got in here, entry, long, exited here, got long here, exited here. Like, you're killing me. Killing me. Well, maybe size down, but we do not have a lot of drawdown left. Crude's just methodically creeping up. It's hard to trust that we're just gonna hold 25,000 for the next hour, to be honest, given how much rejection we're seeing off the 50s, 40s. Let's see if we can catch a scalp through 20s here. Take a little bit back. Holy shit, bro. We can't even hold the candle up there for more than a second. It just like flies back down. You're kidding me. I was thinking about popping out at 23, but yeah, this might be cooked. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I might do something like this. Can we get a little separation from this area so that I can do something like this? All right, let's get some nice trend through 20s, 30s here. Don't pull back to 21. We'll be okay. Beautiful. Hold on now. Just push through 30s and hold it. Damn it. Ah, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. Just disgusting. Disgusting, bro. All right. We could have locked out. We could have locked in a lot more if we got out at 30s, but it was looking clean for a second till it wasn't. How long can we defend 25,000 is the question. Doesn't look like we want to hold too much. Crude's breaking out a little bit. Yeah, just scalping. Trying to scalp. All right, I guess we'll see under 25K here in a sec. Be very ballsy to try to hit the bid right below or right above 25,000. Yeah, I'm trying to pass another eval. All right, let's see if we can defend 25 a little bit here. I kind of wanted to see if we could at least pop above 10 for a second, but it doesn't look like we can. Yeah, and Crude's trying to break out too. Yeah, this might be about cooked. Yeah, Crude's breaking out a little bit more, a little bit stronger. And we're spawning lower. Cool. We don't have much drawdown. Let her ride. Crude's breaking out. NQ's selling way off. Yeah, Crude's not stopping, bro. Crude's not stopping. 95.50. That might be all she wrote, low key. Low key. Crude's not slowing down at all. It's not helping. We're not holding this low. There we go. Another blown eval. What do you know? Another blown eval. Totally impossible. There goes 980s. Crude's having like a little intraday rally. It just does not seem like it's going to stop. What's good? Kahalua. What is good, my friend? Yeah, NQ's falling off a cliff. Jeez, bro. think he was getting smoked. I think I would have hit my loss limit no matter what if I just genuinely. I only would have looked for longs today. I can't convince myself otherwise. I only would have looked for longs today. Really interesting stuff. Crude is just running a little bit. Why longs only instead of just going off what's presented on the charts? Well, presented on the charts is we had an incredibly strong rally. We had a really strong daily candle, then it would just slowly fell to. This was kind of a tricky one because, well, you get a nice, really strong reaction off of that low. Buyers take control off of that move, really strong. Start consolidating. I think it's valid. I think most traders probably looking for buys in here. You know, then here, kind of, can we hold support? Can we hold support? Yeah, I think it was just long. I mean, the trend was up. The overnight trend was up, and this only didn't become short until we just broke that pretty key level of support. My defense. Of course, in hindsight, it's like, okay, why are we taking it long? But before we broke this level, it didn't really look like a short, to be honest. Right? Before we did, we still were, right? Buyers are still really strong throughout this move. Right now, we're just kind of trying to base out. Once we break here, now it looks bearish, but of course, before that, I don't think there was a lot of argument that it wasn't bullish. Do we try to buy the damn dip? Are you done? I'm gonna try one more eval. If we don't pass this one, we're cooked though. Crude's still moving up. We might break 96 on crude right here. NQ dropped finally. Yeah. NQ has me just cooked, bro. Crude is just consolidating right under 96. It's a pretty decent pullback on crude there. All right, let's see what we can do for the break above 985. Crude's still pulling back nicely. This could get clean here. If crude can break under like 95.40s, yeah, this could get nice. Let's see how we can manage this. Should I just pop out and try to get back in? Let's see, break above 25,000 here. Added some more at 94. I want to see the break at 25 here. Crude still trying to pull back. Can we pop 25s here in quick fashion? Added some more here. We need to break at 25s. Watching 25. And we're just struggling a little bit. Crude's still pulling back. You would want to see NQ break 25s here, definitely. Crude's about to break its low at 95.40. A little bounce at 25, a little bit of rejection. I think given where we are on this chart, this is like the finish of a double leg pullback. I don't really see the point in retesting my entry. I don't think it'd be bearish, but I mean, we're break even at this point, so it either gives us some follow through or we wait for another setup, I think. Yeah, this is a lucid eval. Hopefully we can pass it. Fingers crossed. Not trusting that I'm not going to get taken out of this, but because crude's bouncing a little bit. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. See, now that's some shit, bro. A 10-point pop that just immediately gets faded. You're just killing me with that shit. I'm gonna close them out. What? Come on, bro. I hate NQ. We need to retire NQ and go to ES collectively. I'm full out. I'm up 2,300. I'm gonna just try to do a different trade. Just way too much hesitation right here. And Crude's popping back up, so yeah, that might be a good out. Good lord. I mean, it's just so frustrating how it just can't get some decent follow through. Crude is bouncing though, so NQ could sell back under 25 here because Crude is bouncing back up. Or we could just ignore that completely. Yeah, this is a 150K. Yeah, Crude's bouncing. Crude is bouncing. I repeat, Crude is bouncing. Crude is breaking 96. Crude's breaking 96 here, Chiet. Not good for NQ. Yeah, there's a correlation for sure. When Crude is up, NQ is down. When NQ is down, Crude is up. When NQ is up, Crude is down. Quick 5-point bounce on NQ there. Crude's back 96. There might be some opportunities to kind of scalp off the low of this. If we kind of set the low a day for a good while, there might be some opportunities to try to take some dip buys in here for maybe 10 points of upside. Crude's kind of slowing down a little bit. I don't like 985 to 25,005 though. Try to catch a scalp through 25,005s here. Crude's pulling back nicely. Crude's pulling back 40 cents off the highs. NQ might open up a little bit here. We can get above the 20s. NQ, NQ, NQ. Nice little bounce off 92. Can we hold? Pretty much watching what Crude does here. We don't get filled there for just like 7 points? Come on, bro. No fill. How? It's not even a real account. How no fill? Waiting to see if we can pop 10, but if we hesitate too much, yeah, this is Crude's pulling back once again, and Q has every opportunity right now to break out. There's no better setup. I'm just not liking this anymore. I wanted to see us open up there above 25K and just not doing it. And Crude's pulling back, so it's like, why can't we? If we can't do it now. Crude is quite literally breaking lower, and NQ doesn't give a shit, so it's just crazy. I feel like there's headlines coming out too. I don't know. Try to catch the break of 10s. I don't even know what that was. Crazy wick to 989. This range is getting too choppy, bro. Way too choppy. Crude is breaking down. NQ should be up right now. It's correlated whenever it wants to be, and whenever we want to take a trade, and suddenly we're not correlated. Yeah. Why does it feel so untrustworthy? Crude breaking lower. Crude breaking lower. NQ looking like the last thing it wants to do is break these highs. We're waiting to see. All right, dude, I'm about break even on the account, and I'm a little bit annoyed, so I'm just gonna call it, man. Can't catch this breakout trade. I don't know what to tell you. This is insanely choppy. Like break even, up 2K, down, back to break even. I'm just gonna get the hell out of here. I think this is kind of disgusting. We will be back. I'll be in slow markets. Are you done trading for the day? You're gonna keep trading? I don't know. I'm done with my live account. I hit my loss limit on it. I might mess around with the evals, but like, I don't know, man. We're not getting a lot of directional moves. Just getting choppy stuff. It was a good cut because we're selling. Crude breaking higher. Kinda. I should mod you. I've been in chat well over a year. Low key, Apollo, I feel like I've not seen your name that much, but I do appreciate you. See if we can hold support at 880s. Little crude pullback would go a long way for us here. We just want to pass an eval, bro. That's all we want. That is all we want. This chop is unacceptable. Look, we get long and then we just break. It's just, we range. As soon as I take a range trade, we break the range. We can't do a thing right. We cannot do a thing right. I mean, we can't. We can't do a damn thing right. I did not check out the Spurs game. I think I saw some highlights though. I saw that highlight of that. Who was that? He like shot it from half court. That was pretty clean. Oh, buddy. We might be cooked, chat, if we don't hold this low. Trying to kind of take a range trade. As soon as I take the range trade, we break the range. It's just so common, typical. So typical, bro. Just so typical. GG's, chat. GG's. GG's, brother. Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. Correlation between Crude and NQ is looking interesting. They look the same actually right now. Crude's weak right now, and yet NQ is still selling off. I think we're just going to hold this until it either passes or blows. I don't really care at this point. I'm a little bit checked out at this point. Get my ass kicked. Oh boy. Wonderful. All right, chat. We blew 2 evals on stream. I mean, just incredible stuff. All right, we're out of here, bro. We're out of here. This is rough. I'm annoyed as shit, but no more trading for me. I'm done. I have a hard 2 evals a day limit. Just getting killed, bro, actually. Hopefully y'all are doing better than me, man. Stop moving the graphic. I have to with it. If the price is going down, I got to move the graphic down, bro. Yeah, today's just impossible. Impossible. Getting chopped up. All right, chatters, I'm out. I will see y'all tonight on Top Step TV, bro. That's what I can do. This is rough. Oh, this is rough. We're slowly getting evals like there, bro, but I'm blowing them at a rate never before seen. We're blowing a lot more than we're passing, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, just wonderful stuff. Piece of shit market. Is market getting back to normal? I would say no. I got a little baited to thinking that, you know, this was a really strong move. Maybe we can hold higher. I liked it due to the correlation of Crude. Like, Crude opened really in a tricky spot where it's like we could, like, we've only tested this level at 94 4 times, but we just can't break it. That was tricky. Tricky stuff for me. Maybe we don't even break this low, but still got liquidated either way. Stop emotionally. I don't really feel like I'm emotionally trading. I'm trading big size, but it doesn't feel emotional. I'm just quite literally getting my ass kicked. No more evals left. I mean, I can get an eval, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to try to go long again and probably get chopped up. If I did get an eval, I'd just go long again. Chat, can we get to 50 likes? I know that's an insane request, but can we do 50 likes? I guess I could see that, Sly. I guess I trade the evals a little bit differently. I don't know. Just try to fit it in the format of like, okay, let's try to pass it or not pass it, I guess. What happened?
It's not dramatic enough. It's not going to fix it. So they've got some big decisions to make.
Bro, fix it.
Secretary Rubio, do you support, and I know this is up to Congress, but do you easing the
What happened to the
Cuban
camera?
trade embargo if you get more cooperation from Havana?
Well, I'm not going to discuss what we would talk about or not. Suffice it to say that the embargo is tied to political change on the island. The law, the embargo is codified. And but the bottom line is their economy doesn't work. It's a non-functional economy. It's an economy that has survived. It's for 40 that revolution. It's not even a revolution. That thing they have.
If we get to if we get to 100 likes, we'll do
now from Venezuela. They don't get subsidies anymore, so they're in a lot of trouble.
Well, we
and
don't
the
have
people
that.
in charge
They
don't know how to fix it. So they have to get new people in charge. That's what.
And the relationship we have with Venezuela has been, I think you could almost say, incredible. It's been really good. It's been good for Venezuela, and it's been good for us. And I congratulate the Venezuelan baseball team because that was a big win. And I guess they play another game tonight in the finals. This is the first time they've ever been in the finals, and it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Iran is just a military operation to you. But do you not have a day after plan? And if so, what is your day after plan for Iran?
Well, we have a lot. Look, if we left right now, it would take 10 years for them to rebuild. But we're not ready to leave yet. But we'll be leaving in the near future. We'll be leaving in pretty much the very near future. But right now, they've been decimated from every standpoint. And again, we've had great support from countries in the Middle East, great support. But we've had no support from, essentially, no support from NATO.
Mr. President, what about your relationship, Mr. President? What about your relationship with London? Has it been damaged by the fact that Keir Starmer isn't supporting you in this war? And has your opinion of Keir Starmer changed because of this?
Well, he hasn't been supporting the United States. I went out of my way. As you know, they couldn't make a deal with Biden because they had no real administration to make a deal, Biden. But we made a deal. We made a good deal for them, and frankly, probably wasn't appreciated. I do look forward to seeing. But no, I was disappointed because Keir was willing to send 2 aircraft carriers after we won, because essentially there's no threat for the aircraft carriers right now. And I said, no, we want things sent before the war, not after the war is won. So, yeah, I'm disappointed with Keir. I like him. I think he's a nice man, but I'm disappointed.
Mr. President.
You see that man right there? You know who that is?
Churchill.
Winston Churchill. The late, great Winston Churchill. And Barack Hussein Obama did not want his bust in this office. Did you know that? And Barack Hussein Obama sent that bust back to England. They didn't want it. And when I came in, I was asked if I wanted it. I said, absolutely, I want it. And I put it right there, Winston Churchill. And, you know, unfortunately, Keir is not Winston Churchill.
Mr. President, it pissed on me.
No, hold it.
Right. Just gonna hold it. Hold it. Just make a number of points. First of all, I think, notwithstanding what has happened, the transatlantic relationship between Europe and the US is very, very important on a number of fronts. And I think we've had issues over the last year or two, but we settled them. And I think many of these leaders engage with you, particularly on trade initially. Remember all the fuss last year, but we got a landing zone between Europe and US, and I think we can get a landing zone again. And I think I just met with Keir Starmer last week. The British-Irish relationship is a very important one. Churchill was a great wartime leader, although in Ireland there was kind of a different perspective in terms of during our own war of independence and so on. He created his own bit of difficulties for us, but that said, he was a great wartime hero. Keir Starmer has done a lot to reset the Irish-British relationship. I just want to put that on the record. But I do believe that he's a very earnest, sound person who I think you have a capacity to get on with. You've got on with him before, and you've got on with other European leaders as well. Sure. And I think you have that capacity again. And I think everyone exists. I mean, you cannot have a rogue state with a nuclear weapon or the capacity for a nuclear weapon. Iran was a sponsor of terrorism. We sanctioned Iran. All European countries did as a terror, and the IRGC in particular as a terrorist organization. They sponsored Hamas. They sponsored Hezbollah. The Houthis. They created mayhem, a most maligned force in the Middle East. The Irish position has always been, ultimately, can we resolve this can we get peace? And obviously there's preconditions before you get to that situation. We had our own conflict. which went on for 30 years, and we learned a lot from that in terms of how to try and bring about peace. And I think I've listened to you in terms of your correct. I mean, our hearts go to the Iranians.
Got a couple more evals, brother.
Who've been repressed.
A couple more. We're copy
for
trading them.
So many years.
Bless up.
Culminating
we'll see what we can do here.
Murder of thousands and thousands of Iranians.
Let's see what we can do here, chatter.
No one was in a position to do anything.
Maybe little scalps,
about that.
Scalpy.
I think, and likewise with Ukraine. I mean, the Russians did invade Ukraine. Have attacked civilian infrastructure and so on like that. And for the people of Ukraine who just want peace and an opportunity to live, I think we have to continue to work to see, can we bring peace, different regime to Iran where Iranians can live in peace again, and the people in the Middle East can live in peace. And you're doing your bit there in terms of the work in Gaza and so on like that. And I think that's what we want, is a peaceful resolution of conflict. That's where we come from as a small nation. Right. We've been peacekeepers all our lives.
It's really just a matter of if we're interested in trying to buy the dips, or if we just think NQ continues to sell off all day.
We think ultimately,
I think it's unlikely that we continue to sell off all day, but hey,
work towards that end and
try to get a little scalp here. I'm in 20 micros here off 75, looking for a quick bounce. And you're right, we'll cut it if it doesn't work. We'll see quick bounce. Of course, Crude is trying to get bought up here a little bit here.
We helped with Ukraine.
Yes.
And they don't help with Iran. And they all acknowledge that Iran can't have.
We'll take this starter entry, then we'll see if we can build into something here. But all session we have failed to break structure to the upside, so it's been a little bit rough.
Going back to Hitler, right? Going back to Hitler. These are the worst people.
We had this structure failed to break it, then it was this structure failed to break it, this structure failed to break it, this structure failed to break it, this structure failed to break it.
90% of
it's been rough, dude.
Blown up by landmines, and landmines, they loved them. Soleimani, we killed him. If we didn't, it might be a different story, because he was a horrible person, but he was a...
All right, I'm going to add a little bit here as we see some strength in the 80s.
Smart, but we killed him. If we didn't, I think you'd have it.
I don't want to see price trade back into like the 60s here, generally.
It wouldn't have been so easy as it has been, because it has been very easy. You know, it's all of their militaries there, but you can always have somebody drop a mine in the water. It's like terrorism.
Yep.
And then you have the people that own the billion-dollar ship saying, well, let's not move that ship yet because we want... So we thought that Europe would help that because they do have some minesweepers. But it's amazing that, you know, they all said, what a great job. They would call me congratulating us on the great job we did with respect to Iran, and we knocked the hell out of them. They're no longer the bully of the Middle East. They were known as the bully of the Middle East. And
not liking how deep this pullback is. 70s is, I mean, high 70s. That's where I want to see a turnaround. Crude is clawing back up.
It's not a big deal. It doesn't cost very much money.
Started to lose a little bit of hope here. Okay, nice pop. Nice pop. Can we get through the 80s?
Not to me, but to the United States. Go ahead,
pop gets faded.
Isn't making...
She's a fantastic reporter, by the way. Go ahead.
The Prime Minister isn't making the case to the British public as to why he should be supporting you. Could you do that?
You're pulling back.
Talk to the UK, to
Can we make the move in Q? Can we make the move in Q?
That we help you?
You an eval? Yep, I'm doing 4 lucid evals.
Tremendous long-term relationship with
at the same time.
The UK. I mean, people would say it's the best. I don't want to get into that, but we've had. It was the longest, the oldest. Should be the best. Always was the best until Keir came along, and now. And I like him. He's a nice man. He says everything beautiful. He's a very nice man with a beautiful family. Everything's perfect, but he doesn't produce. And I think it's very inexpensive. I just said, you don't have to send me aircraft carriers. Send me a couple of minesweepers. We don't need your aircraft carriers. But even the aircraft carriers, he would only send them after we essentially won.
Add some more.
I mean,
looking for the breaking 90s here.
No planes left.
Quick fashion.
When the missiles are down to 8%, they have like 8% of the missiles. The rest we demolish the missiles, and the factories, largely the factories are going even as we speak. They just hit another factory. They may have a lot of...
Let's get 4 evals passed, bro. Let's get 4 evals passed.
We don't need them. But would like to have
that's all I want. Crude's pulling way back. Crude NQ has no reason not to break 25,000 right here.
Think of this for a country.
What the hell just happened?
They have 24 boats that do nothing but put mines in the water. This doesn't sound like a great country. This doesn't sound like a friendly country. But
please, Lord, hold the line. Find buyers at 90s, please.
But if there are, we'd like to have.
Crude is quite literally trying to fall off a cliff. NQ has no reason at all not to break 25,000 right here.
Well, it's not for me. It's really for.
Plus, we're way extended to the downside and pretty damn exhausted. Like these breaks of structure to the downside are pretty weak. Like we're not getting a ton of follow through. We're trying to bottom out a little bit. Let's fucking go. Run my shit up, dude. Run up my cheddar cheese. Oh, just the winning doesn't stop. Just kidding. The winning actually never happens here. So this is good. This is a change of this is a change.
A lot of your oil from Norway. You know where they get their oil?
Please let Trump say something about the fucking retirement accounts or something.
And I tell them, and you have the better part of the North Sea. So why aren't they taking the oil from the North Sea? Why are they buying oil from Norway? But they have windmills all over the country, destroying those gorgeous Scottish fields and those beautiful fields all over the windmills, which don't work. They're tremendously expensive. And the best testament to that is the windmills are made in China, but China doesn't use them. You know what China uses? Coal. They're building 58 coal-fired plants.
Bro, what do I do? What do I do? Can we not get a move that just doesn't immediately reverse? I don't know.
We're going to try and have no windmills built in the United States.
Come on, bro. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer as to what I want to do right now. Do I want to get out because I'm spooked? Crude is still breaking lows. Crude is about to break 95.
He's a very nice man.
I think he's a nice man, but I disagree with him.
Papa.
Primarily, immigration policy is a disaster, and his energy policy.
All right, dude, a little bit of ways to go. Come on. We got filled some at 18.
Millions and millions and millions of people to come into your country.
We are $1,000 away from halfway passing 4 evals. Lucid.
Europe is a different place.
I kind of martingaled it, bro. I was like, okay, how many evals have I failed? Like 3, 4 in a row? All right. There's no chance I'm going to lose these. Load them up. 4 of them.
I love Europe. I've spent a lot of time in Europe.
4 of them, bro.
It's a different place. Bad things have happened.
A little bit of martingale kind of situation.
And you better do something about immigration. And
kind
you
of, in a sense.
Do something about energy, or you won't have a Europe.
What's your time frame, Mr. President, for when cargo ships can safely go through the Strait of Hormuz?
It won't be, I don't believe, too long. We're knocking the hell out of the coast. It's basically the coast and the water. And it won't be too long. And
take the partial win before you lose big profits. But Crude is still falling off a cliff. There's no good reason NQ can't go higher here.
Helping us a lot.
Mr. President, on fuel prices, what do you have to say to the people in Ireland who are paying sky-high prices because of your war in Iran?
Well, I think the people in Ireland are very happy that I'm getting rid of, I have a lot of friends from Ireland, they're very happy that I'm getting rid of a nuclear power, a nuclear terrorist, and as soon as that war's over, which will be soon, your prices are going to drop like a rock. You watch.
Like a rock.
I've been very good at predicting. In the back.
What do you think about our president's comments that? What do you think about our president's comments?
To nobody's surprise, NQ is unable to hold its lows here. It's very laggy.
And consulate in the Kurdistan region.
You want to answer that, JD? You want to?
State has control over the embassy. Look, there have been a lot of militia attacks against.
Look, they're whispering in his ear.
Our embassy.
How you doing on your live account? Not good. I had my loss limit on it.
The number of people who were at that embassy. So
trying to buy the dip too much.
But it goes to show there are a lot of terrorists in that region of the world, and we've got to eliminate them when we find them.
And you can't give them nuclear weapons. You can give them rifles, you can give them guns, you can't give them nuclear weapons. I think we agree very strongly. Yes, excuse me.
Just first of all, I would say Europe is still a very good place to live in.
Good.
Just to let you know.
I'm glad to hear that.
And our view is you have to have robust and fair rules around migration. But on the other hand, a lot of people, within the European Union, we have free mobility of people. And in Ireland, our population is growing, but in a very positive way. Our economy is going well because we're attracting a lot of people from Europe and beyond into work legally and validly in our country. In fact, I'd love if we could develop a legal pathway between the US and Ireland into the future because of our history and so on like that, that we could have a legal pathway because no one is in favor of illegal migration or and so forth. So you have to have robust rules for that. But fundamentally, I think sometimes Europe gets characterized wrongly in terms of it being overrun or whatever like that. It's much more robust now. It's much more stronger mechanism in place to facilitate legal migration. I think it's important that understanding is there. We need more economic growth in Europe. It doesn't have the same focus on innovation as you do here in the US. We discussed that earlier with the Vice President in terms of technology, in terms of AI. We need to pivot more to innovation as opposed to regulation. I think investing in people,
Where's your TP? My TP is another $1,000, so probably up there above 25, 25,000, 25.
Mr. President, Irish President has said that your war against Iran is illegal. It's an attack on international law.
Who said that?
The Irish President.
Look, he's lucky I exist. That's all I can say. Because if you're going to allow countries that are sick and demented, and they are demented, to have nuclear weapons, everybody in the whole world should be very thankful. And I'm disappointed.
Crude's falling off a cliff.
I'm disappointed in a couple of other countries too. But they should be very thankful that this group of people feels.
This will put me in a good mood on the day, to say the least, if we can do this.
Allowed to have the power of a nuclear weapon. If we didn't stop them, I stopped them twice. I stopped them my first term when I terminated.
I don't like how hesitant NQ is to move higher, considering Crude just lost 50 cents.
The worst deal I've ever seen. It gave everything to.
Why are we struggling so much? Crude literally just lost 50 cents, and now it's popping.
Green cash flown over by airplanes. I can't.
I don't like how hesitant this is.
I believe that was allowed to happen, and.
I feel like we should be breaking out like right now. Crude just lost 50 cents.
Does the president have the power to hand hundreds of millions of dollars of cash to terrorists? But it began with that, and I terminated that deal. If I didn't terminate that deal, we might not be here right now. If I didn't terminate that deal, unbelievable nuclear holocaust would have taken place. And then I did it a second time when we hit them with the B-2 bombers, and we totally obliterated their potential nuclear weapon that they would have had in less than 1 month. They think 2 weeks, but in less than 1 month. And it would have been, I believe,
I don't like
a
this.
much different world than it is right now. We have to go. We're going to a lunch, so maybe we'll take one more nice question.
Can I ask you how you're doing with your legal case against the BBC and their fake news documentary?
Well, the BBC was incredible.
New lows Crude.
What they did is
think
they
you should be
had
up.
Me speaking
preferably through the highs.
Something I never said, and I've never seen anything quite like it. CBS had that. We had the situation on 60 Minutes, and not the current owners, the past owners. The current owners, I think, are good, Ellison. But BBC took it a step further. They actually they put words in my mouth, and I said some pretty bad things, and I didn't say them. It was AI generated.
New lows Crude. NQ should be breaking the highs.
Wow, that was pretty bad stuff you said. I said, what did I say? I'm pretty good at this stuff. I mean, if you can go through years of these press conferences and you're a popular president of the United States that won in a landslide, that won all 7 swing states, that got record numbers of votes.
I can't bring myself to trust it.
So I guess I'm okay at this stuff.
I just can't, chat. I can't trust it. How am I supposed to trust it when Crude is almost out a whole point and NQ can't break this high to save his life? I'm gonna cut this shit out. I'm out of it.
And it was so inaccurate. The reporting of the war was...
I'm out. We are $1,000 away from passing.
We have decimated.
I mean, but dude. Oh, hello. Stop. Quite literally, bro. What the hell? Crude is down a whole point, and NQ cannot break this high to save its life. That is not what you want to see. What's going to happen when Crude actually catches a bid? Then NQ is really going to sell off. We'll wait for another opportunity. We're going to size down, obviously, because we made that mistake yesterday where we were really close to passing and then we used too much size.
It's really criminal what they do. But I watched BBC.
I think it was a good cut because, like, Crude is down an entire point and a half from the highs. And NQ can't catch a bid through the high here? Like, come on, bro. No. Heck no.
It was somehow generated, I guess, by AI or something.
You got cooked today, bro? Me too.
So we brought a lawsuit against them.
Me too.
They admit they're guilty, but we'll see how it comes out.
Blew about 3 evals, hit my daily loss to my live account. How'd you get cooked? Was it trying to buy the dip all morning, pretty much? Because that's how I got cooked. Trying to buy the dip with too much size. I thought we would get some clean continuation for once, because we broke pretty much the weekly highs here, and you know, it was a really nice move. Then we saw like some decent consolidation there for a while. Even this dip got bought. So trying to buy up here in the 60s, 70s with too much size got me cooked. Yep, that's me too. That's exactly what happened to me. Shit hurts. Shit hurts. It's hard to believe that every time for the rest of eternity, NQ, every time it gets a nice little move to the upside, it's just gonna get faded off. I don't like how weak NQ. I mean, NQ's not weak, but quite literally, Crude is down a point and a half. NQ should be breaking the highs here. You know what I mean? NQ should be breaking the highs here. All right, that was pretty quick. Dude, fade's a great trade. Hey, chill. I think a lot of us got cooked today, chat. I mean, we were in a clear uptrend from the overnight. We were kind of holding it pretty well. This dump kind of came slowly, methodically. I think it was a little trappy today. I don't know. All I know is we're about $1,000 away from passing. You didn't get cooked. I'm happy for you. I wish I didn't get cooked. Should have sized down, I guess, maybe, but I think ultimately I would have gotten cooked regardless at some point, just trying to buy all of these dips. I guess today was one of those days, just don't trade like very early in the session, maybe. All right, man, we are $1,000 away from passing 4 Lucid accounts. What should we do? Gonna have to size down. We don't want to do anything stupid. Crude looks like it might break under 94, but once again, NQ is like not as strong as you'd like to see it, given how low Crude is right now. $550 away from passing my Lucid 50K eval. Nice. Half passing, half passing. Half passing. Bro, half passing, like if you can get half passing, you pretty much passed. Just kidding. You got to do it all over again the next day. It's all good though. Not tripping about today. It happens. Yeah, that's how I'm trying to keep that same mindset. Trying to keep that same mindset. Trying to keep that mindset. It happens, right? Yeah. Crude is just still like selling off a little bit. I think InQ can break out, but I feel like it already should have, kind of given where Crude's at right now. I feel like it should have already broken out. Why didn't you take the short? What short? Yo, what's good? Par? It's the final countdown. Can we catch a little bit of a range trade here is the question. InQ selling off a little bit. Crude curling back up. Okay, that was an insanely high entry. I feel like I hit the bid at 25,000. I just got filled at 25,004. What a horrible fill. All right, let's see if we can kind of just continue with this rangy trend to the upside a little bit. Crude's in a nice vulnerable spot to sell back down to session lows at 93.90s. Just needs to put in a lower high right where it's at. So we'll see. Really bad fill. You stop hitting the market order on TradingView. All right, we need 1,000 buckaroos. I'm not opposed to seeing, you know, seeing profit, taking profit a couple times here. But hey, if we break 20s, we might be homebound. Do I just get out and try to get back in? We just got a quick 15-point move. This is also retesting a level that has now been tested 4 or 5 times. We have a great chance to break here if we want to break here, damn it. I think we hold and see, bro. Not gonna lie. I think we hold and see. I don't mind trailing it like this. I don't mind doing something like this because really with this testing for the 4th time, you wouldn't really want to see too deep of a pullback. So I'm going to trail it up a little bit. I'm not opposed to adding, but at the same time, I want to see that we can try to push through 20. Okay, fucking bullshit. Somebody clip that, bro. Oh, somebody clip that. Story of my life. And it's gone. Over here talking it up. Okay, yeah. We're going to trail it up. Jeez Louise. Crude's popping a little bit. I'm wondering if this 93, 94 level on Crude is going to become like the strongest support level of all time. We still haven't really broken it. It's kind of a strong demand zone at the moment. 93s to 94s, buyers are stepping in aggressive. We just can't seem to break it. I don't mind trying to go for a little scalp again. I want a better entry though. Maybe I'll put a limit order in. Pick me up. Pick me up. Pick me up. Pick me up. Crude back to 95 off the lows. 94.30s to 95s. About a 70-cent pop. Pick me up. Oh boy, maybe I should have moved that. Pick me up before you go. 'Cause I don't plan on going solo. Pick me up before you go. Take me to 25. We didn't get filled there. I'm a little disappointed. Man, I should have left that shit at 88. I should have. Damn it. All right, let's see if we can catch a little bit here. I like this back at the 90s. Look for a pop back above 25K. We're also watching Crude to see if it peels off 95. Trading the same strategy and making 17K the other day. Well, we had a market that was directional that day. It's kind of hard to do whenever the market's a little choppier. This might be the one. This might be the one. Last time I tried to wait and see if we could break the range highs, it came back down on me. Should I just get out? We're getting damn close to where we need to be. See break of 10s here. Can we get a break of 10s here? Oh, chat. NQ just can't catch a bid and hold. Can't catch a bid and hold. Okay, on to the next one. Good lord. I think we just need to see profit take profit, man. Because, like, what am I looking at? Right? See profit take profit? Is that what we need to do? Because, good lord, we cannot get a sliver of follow through. Just see green take green, bro. This is crazy. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. We're selling. We're literally $1,000 away from passing these evals, and we are selling it. Come on now. Yo, chat, YouTube, let's get 150 likes. Just joined. What evals? Some Lucid Flex ones. Those Lucid Flex 150Ks. We got 4 of them. Here's the current update on them. We're like right here at the finish line. All we got to do is take one little... This is the hardest part about it all. Just try to take one little trade. You need them? You don't have any? Oh, yep. Thank you's trying to break higher. What do we think, guys? What do we think? It wouldn't take but one little move. Please don't over leverage. Oh, that's funny. Don't tease me. It's a good chance we just bought the top of the market. Let's see. Try to see if we can get a break out of this weak structure. We've tested it 5 times now. Can you believe that? Found buyers off the 90s. Let's see what we can do here. Although Crude is moving up. Got my eye on it. What? Ooh, no, but I can do an energy drink probably. All right, let's go. Let's close like above 20 on some of these cans. Let's get some bodies above 20s to close here. Imagine 15 minis. $1,000 away. That's what I did yesterday, bro. It's kind of crazy. Oop, perfect. Can't reach it. Are you gonna do your videos today? Yeah. I was working on the cruise one. Okay. You're gonna film your book stuff? Yeah. You should. Hey chat, I'll make y'all a vow. I'll make you a vow. If we pass these accounts, bro, we're just gonna keep passing evals. Straight up. We're just gonna keep trying to pass evals. See green, take green, they said. But this level just looks so vulnerable. I feel like we could break 25s here. But yeah, you're not wrong. Give this let me see what this looks like here in the next minute. What? There's a fire truck over there with the construction. Really? Okay, I added in some more. I'm looking for this to break into the 30s here. Needs to go. Crude's breaking down. Can we really not break the 30s? Yeah, this might be a see profit, take profit one. Might have gotten a little too hopeful on this. Typical NQ. Oh my god. It's just it's too much. All right. Where are we at, bro? I mean, we are literally home stretch and we just can't do it. Come on, bro. This is insane. Like, shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. I just need like $1,000, which we would have got if we could just fucking go into the 30s even a little bit. These levels are holding like that's I don't know, man. Crude's breaking out now. I don't know. Oh, it's so difficult to just get a little break of a level just for like a second. Good Lord. I mean, come on. You know. Ugh. I don't know, man. Just full port. These accounts are cheap. Yeah, but we're so close to passing, bro. I did that yesterday. It's really stupid to do that. I did that shit yesterday, and I regret it. I slept. I had nightmares about it. We're gonna try to pass this, and then we're gonna try to pass some other evals. I don't know. It feels a little stupid to just kind of keep entering where I'm exiting. I'm trying to commit to the breakout a little bit. If we don't get it, I don't really want to see a lot of red. There's no damn reason we can't break 20s here. Like, how weak is this market? You know what I mean? Of course, we get a massive pullback, and now we're kind of pulling back into it. I don't know. Did we try it again? I don't know. Crude still buying up. How much for an eval? I think you get an eval like a 50K, which was a $2,000 drawdown account. You can get for very cheap. I think like $50. My funded futures and Lucid, I think the 50K accounts. If you use Lucid, it's 50% off. That's what I'm using right now. But the 50K accounts give you about $2,000 of drawdown. You have to make $3,000 in profit to pass the eval. Then you become funded. You work towards your profit target. Stuff like that. I think the My Funded Futures Flex account is like $50. 50K Flex account. Use code BPC. Chat, the goal here is to quite literally, we want to pass these, and then we're going to try to go pass some more. Hey, you like Alpha? Yeah, Alpha's solid, bro. Alpha's solid. I use Alpha. We could try some Alphas. 4 fire trucks? Yeah. Really? Yeah. I don't know why. Are they putting out a fire? No, I'm wondering gas. Say what? I wonder gas. Gas? Oh. Like maybe. That would be insane. Lucid, no activation fee. Yeah, there's no activation fee on Lucid. Maybe not 50. You'd have to double check. It might be like 70. But My Funded Futures does have the 50K flex. Oh, chat, what shall we do? We're going to try to catch the breakout one more time. If it bites us in the butt, I'm going to get very annoyed and throw the computer off of the top ropes. What are the headphones for? Well, I'm sometimes listening to music. Sometimes when I'm on air, I use them to hear the other people. I kind of like how I can't hear my voice as much. So that's good. Like, it closes in my ear so I can't hear my voice as much. Which makes it easier to just sit here and talk. Where do we want to get out of this trade for invalidation? realistically, we could, I don't know, 25,000, but still. You want to see more strength here. And it's like, I can't do anything but top tick the market, bro. I can't do anything but top tick the market. It's like literally impressive. It's impressive. It's impressive that we top tick the market like this. Maybe we should just stop trading these accounts, leave it close to like 3K in profit, and just be like, no, we're not going to keep trading this. Maybe try to pass a new eval. This is literally a replay of my day, bro. This is insane. I mean, I literally feel like I'm battling a whole bunch of damn Wall Street, me versus a million Wall Street algorithmic market maker monsters. I'm in a nightmare right now. Giving this thing the side eye. I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Yo, chat, let's get 100 likes on YouTube. Bare minimum. Let's get 100 likes. If we pass this eval, we're going to go try to pass some more evals. Why not? I got nothing else to do here. This feels like it's about to cliff dive. It feels like it's gearing up to cliff dive, getting on its bungee cords and shit. Suiting up. Latching in the D-rings. About to just dive off a cliff. Putting on its wingsuit. And it starts to look good, and we leave a crazy wick, and we flip red, and we go down below 25,000. That's my prediction in the next 10 seconds. Cliff dive up. It's going up. Yeah, I think it's going up too, but I'm doing reverse psychology on it. I'm doing reverse psychology on it. Somebody said reverse and full port. Why do I feel like that would work? Just hit it with a mind trickery, reverse and full port. All right. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a general idea that I want to see this hold the night, like 90s. This doesn't look good. How could we be so close to the finish line and just throw it in the dumpster? We got to hold 90s, I think, man. We got to hold 90s, I think, man. Oh, it's just a beautiful entry up there at the top. Just a beautiful entry. This looks like puke. This looks like puke, chat. Straight up. Can we even hold a range is the question. Can we even hold a range, or is it just going to be an aggressive sell-off back down to the lows? Looks like it might be the latter. Just 90s doesn't look like it wants to hold. Crude selling off a little bit. 90s does not look like it wants to hold at all. Like at all. Prove me wrong though. Crude trying to break under 95. That would do us some good. Or you would think it would. On this pop back above 25,000, we want to see buyers defend that 25,000 level on a retest. You don't want to see it pop above 25 and then immediately fade back down into the 90s. That would not be good. Except they'll take the small loss to re-enter. I like the idea, but it's holding the range as of now. I try to use a little bit of structure behind it. I mean, gonna hold the range. Do not like that rejection of 12s. We'll see if that becomes an issue here in a second. And we need to get back through 12 here. Definitely. Definitely going to get back through 12. Crude's bouncing a little bit. Add another one here as we retest 12s. Looking good. See, we get to move back to the top of the range now. It's back above the midpoint. This looks pretty good. Picking up some volume too. I'm going to add another one. We might just get a rip through 20s with really no hesitation here off this really aggressive buying. Let's see if we can get it. That's really clean right there. Yeah, this thing might rip through 20s to 30s pretty quick. We got some clean momentum off the lows. Let's just continue there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Don't slow down now. I'm going to add another one. Big Papa's in 30 now. Big Papa's in 30. We got. I don't want to see an aggressive pullback here. We just broke the top of the range. We need to see continuation. Very simple rule. Very simple rule. Very simple rule. Big pop in 30 now. Continuation into 30s would just be probably what would make sense here, right? Just briefly breaking the highs by a couple points and pulling all the way back to 18 would just be really inconvenient. Really inconvenient. Right? Give me that. Let's break 40. It's pretty yucky. Pretty yucky. I'll tell you what, bro. Not being able to hold above 30s is a little disgusting here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just the continuation is not hot. Crude's bouncing too. Yeah, this could get pretty ugly, I guess. Yeah, Crude is bouncing, bro, like hard. Running back to 96. Seen some hesitation in the 30s. Not feeling very confident about that. I'm gonna lock in some. We're hesitating. New highs and we're hesitating. I locked in some. We're 500 away from passing this eval. All we need is the 40s, dude. All we need is 40s before 18. That's all we need. If you could do that, that'd be great, NQ. I mean, because that's all we need, right? And that's not a big request, considering how you've been doing me dirty the past couple days. It would not be that. It's not a crazy request. But it's too big of a request, apparently. About to get ticked out. I locked in some profit. Crude is just running, bro. I'm looking at it here. 95.60s. 95.70s. 80s. This thing's going, gone. Not good for NQ. Not good. The follow through once again on NQ is just mediocre. You know, just mediocre. I mean, it's disgusting. I would like to just hold this, take another 400 or 500 out of the trade, and just call it a day and be done. I don't want to have to take another trade. I don't want to. Taking too many trades on this account. I'm literally 500 away from passing. Just a little bit of follow through, NQ. Because I really do not want to get stopped break even and then have to take another one. I just don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that. Bro, we are quite literally back to like where we were 30 minutes ago. We're back to like where we were 30 minutes ago. The accounts are at like $3,700 of profit. It just feels so like I feel like I'm trying to walk through. You know what I mean? What's that word I'm looking for? It's that thing where you walk and you sink into the ground a little bit. That's what it feels like. You had 1K. Well, I didn't quite literally. I was a couple hundred points away, and I did lock in some on that. We were at 3,300. Now we're at 3,700. We'll probably walk away at least 3,700 on this trade. We're just not getting follow through on NQ. Quicksand. That's right. I can't believe that camera just went off again. Right now, at this moment in time, we were $400 away from passing the eval. Quite literally, a push to 40 would do it. $400 away from passing. 400, not passing, but getting halfway to pass. Chatters, how many likes do we got on YouTube, guys? How many likes? Let me check, bro. If it's under 100, I'm gonna be disappointed. Probably in stream. Yeah, dude, we need 100 likes, please, and thank you, chat. If we get 100 likes right here, this is gonna pop for us. We'll get $500, and we'll do a different eval. Do 100 likes, we'll do a different eval after we pass this, hopefully. If not, like, oh god. They just activated the tilt meter, bro. Hold up. Load up 15 minis right quick, man. I'm just kidding, of course, guys. This is the shit that's killing us right here. Like, we're positioning ourselves for the breakout. We break the high by 4 points and we sell all the way back off. We break the high by 4 points and we sell all the way. Like, that's unacceptable. All right, bro. It's also, it's like, why? Because now we're just bought back up. So, like, what was the purpose in that? It's like they just pulled the fucking bid for a second just for it to bounce all the way back up. I'm tilted out. All right, let's do an update. This is getting just so frustrating, man. I'm like, literally, I feel like the last couple times we've been this close to fully passing the eval halfway, and it just, you know what I mean? Just doesn't happen. We're at $3,700 on 4 lucids. We need $4,500 to be halfway passing on a 150K account, because there's 50% consistency and a $9,000 profit target. So, like, we're here, man. But also, I feel like I'm overstaying my welcome. Like, I've taken multiple trades that have the potential to give me a couple $100 profit, and they just don't. I don't know what to do. Should I keep trying to push it? I'm not going to over leverage, but it's just frustrating that we can't do this. It's just frustrating that we can't get a couple hundred points, bro. Yeah, let's get to 200. Let's get to 100. Okay, we're at 100 likes. Damn. Let's get to 150. Crude's breaking up. Crude's breaking up. Maybe we don't touch NQ for a second because Crude is very likely to break 96 here, in my opinion. We could try to do some other evals and leave these untouched, or we could try to take one more trade. But you got Crude coming up, testing an equal high at 96. Seems to have a lot of buying behind it. Pretty strong move here. Don't know if you want to be long on NQ here. I just can't believe how close we were to passing this. I mean, we're still close. It's not like we really did any damage there. It's just break even, but I mean, we're $800 off of where we need to be at 50% consistency, so look at Crude, 95.95 trading now. Crude. Crude. Hey, Alex, appreciate the follow on YouTube. TikTok, we're live on YouTube. BPC Trades. BPC, not BBC. BPC on YouTube, man. Head over there. I'm gonna do a rebranding. I think I'm gonna change my name to. No, we might have to stick with BPC. I don't mind Braden trading, but you have to pass them today. No, you can't even pass them in one day. You got to do them in 2 days. Got to do them in 2. So, I mean, we're about at the halfway mark. It might make sense just to not try to push it. I almost have some of those my-footed futures accounts pass. Those rapid 150Ks, they're at 157K balance. I just need one more 2K trade, baby. Yeah, I think it was right to. I mean, we're not. Yeah, don't. Crude's just grinding up, so NQ's in a weird spot now. Chat, let's get another 40 likes and we'll be at 150 likes and maybe we'll do another eval. Maybe we'll try to get another eval passed. We made some pretty good progress on these evals, man. Maybe we should just be responsible adults and, you know, just leave it here and don't try to push it. What do y'all think? You recommend copy trading? I think you have to have a lot of mental discipline to copy trade. I'm not gonna lie. What a chop fest today, man. What a chop fest. Not a good day to put on a lot of size today, I don't think. Can you take me higher? Let's see if we hold. Yeah, 25. Let's see if we hold it. I'm not loving how exhausted this kind of little trend is here. Like we break the highs here, right? And then pretty big retracement. We break the highs, pretty big retracement. Break the highs, pretty big retracement. It's showing that buyers aren't really able to sustain kind of that higher, right? That higher structure. How do I want to word that? Buyers aren't really sustaining higher prices, really. Like we're giving a lot back on these retracements. It's really ugly. Really ugly. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Like technically the trend is up, but I was gonna make a video about this. This is common that you see this kind of price action before a reversal. Like our continuation above recent highs is very weak. Continuation above recent highs, very weak. The retracements are now larger than the continuations. So you might have we might sell. It depends what Crude does though. This is very much tied to Crude, I think. If Crude breaks 96 and gets some follow through, I think NQ can probably break lower. Crude's trading at 95.80s, just right there snug. Snug as a bug against 96. Creeping above VWAP as well. Maybe Crude gets to 100 this week again. Snug as a bug in a rug. Stepped away. Yeah, I got stopped break even. I'm just like pretty close to passing, but trying to figure out what I want to do here. Pretty close to passing though. Seems like Crude just wants to break 96 here. Oh, the sweat stains are insane. Anybody else just sweat profusely when y'all are like sitting in front of the computer trading? Like my head doesn't sweat or anything, but my armpits, they sweat. Yo, Rastamon, appreciate the follow on YouTube. Everybody on TikTok, man, come over to the YouTube channel. Yeah, Crude's just slowly grinding through 96 here, possibly. Doesn't look good for NQ. Coffee, yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right, we're gonna try a little buy off 25,000. See if we can hold here. Crude with a little bit of a pullback. Oh, you know what? Shit. Well, maybe this is for the best. My copy trader didn't pick it up. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it. My copy trader didn't pick it up anyways, which is, I guess, good. All right, that's fine. All right, that's fine. We would be sitting like break even. I don't know. It didn't pick it up because I don't have the contracts on. Maybe it's best anyways we're not in that because it does seem like Crude wants to break 96 again. If Crude goes through 96, does that mean it will dump? It doesn't mean for certain that it will dump, but certainly what we've seen is that strength on Crude is usually means weakness on NQ. Although right now we're seeing, yeah, Crude trade 96.05, a little bit of a push up on NQ. What currency is this? We're not trading currency, man. These are we're trading the NASDAQ on the futures market. Is there really a difference to trading MES versus MNQ? Yeah, some people like MES is kind of more methodical price action. It's not as crazy whipsawy. It's just a little bit more. Well, first of all, they're different markets, so they're naturally going to trade a little bit different. But some people just prefer it because it just moves. They would call it. They say moves a little cleaner, which I guess I would agree. Not as many fake outs. They still have metals restricted on Apex. Not totally, though. Not totally restricted. They should still allow you to trade some, right? I'm surprised they haven't lifted that, though, because metals have mellowed out a lot. A lot. Kind of feel like InQ could catch a little bit of a break to the upside, just given where we are on the session. Slowly curl off this low. Maybe towards the end of the day, we make a little bit of a move back up towards the high 25,000s. Crude is just holding well, bro, like a tank. 95.90 still. We traded there for like 15 minutes, just holding that level. Pretty wild. Been long since Sunday night. Oh, you're holding a swing trade. Okay. Okay, InQ pulling back. Crude just slowly grinding up through 96. We have a serious demand zone being put in at like 93, 94, man, on Crude. This thing's just beastly. I mean, given the current supply shortage, yeah, like you would think we're going to put in a hard floor at kind of at a certain price, right? We should. Like with the current shortage, is 93 that price? Yeah, it's 93 the price. I see us setting a price, and it, as long as we continue like being short supply because of the Strait of Hormuz, then it probably will hold a demand level, or maybe even level out and trade around that demand level. Not that it has to run back to 100, but seems like 93 is that price for Crude at the moment. Okay, Crude's pulling back a little bit. Let's try this InQ long. Trade it through the 20s a little bit, if we can. We want to get this. We want to get these passed so that we can just go trade something else. Nice wick on Crude off 70s. Back down. Crude's pulling back nicely. Let's see if NQ can break out. Got to get above 20s here. If we can get a nice strong push into the 40s, eventually we will break out of this range, either to the upside or the downside, regardless. So if we can, maybe we get a push into 50s, 60s. That seems reasonable. Definitely. Oh, what the hell? I tried to add on that because we just wicked up, closed 18, and then we just popped back down to 14. A little weird. A little funky. Crude back down, 97.70, selling off a little bit. Off a double top, kind of. Crude selling off 30 cents off the highs. 40 cents off the highs. Crude selling off. Interesting to see NQ not immediately reacting to that, to be honest. It's been happening a little bit. Like, NQ is... They're correlated, but these quick, like, knee-jerk moves on Crude, it's not reflecting on NQ. It's a little bit annoying. Like, with Crude losing 40 cents right there, you'd want to see NQ pop to, like, at least mid-20s, but it's just not. In fact, now it's trying to sell. Crude breaking the lows at 60s, 96.60, or sorry, 95.60s. Breaking lows. There almost seems to be an opportunity to, like, watch Crude and then react to it, because they're giving you like 10 seconds to react to it if it does stay inverse. And it gave you an entry too. It's just interesting to see that. Like, NQ has no reason to be down. Crude's still selling off. Seems like they're starting to lose correlation just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we're not seeing NQ as strong as we would like to see it, given how weak Crude is looking here. Crude's down 50 cents off the highs. Pretty aggressive selling. $45, 95.45. Crude is trading down. NQ is, we're watching it. Questionable. Why are we having so much trouble breaking these highs when Crude just sold off 60 cents, you know? Makes you wonder. Down 70 cents Crude. Crude's getting smashed. NQ should be ripping right now. And it's like, it is, but kinda, you know? Crude's like, or NQ's like, yeah, I'll kinda rip. I guess. It's like sluggish. That's how it feels. It feels lethargic. It's like, I guess I'll try to go up a little bit. Crude's over here falling off the edge of the earth. 70 cents lower. Almost 80 cents lower on Crude. NQ's like, I guess. Right? Like, this isn't a strong push above 20s. Let's get some follow through. Crude is literally down 80 cents. In like 3 minutes. Let's get a move on NQ. For the love of everything. You know what I mean, though? I know y'all know what I mean. Like, it's like, do I have to? Feels reluctant. Feels reluctant is what it feels like. NQ's like, do I have to? Just kind of gross. Yeah, Crude is just still looking very bearish, and, well, NQ's not getting a lot of follow through, so we'll see what happens. I don't want to go into drawdown on this because really there's no point. If Crude is down 70 cents and NQ can't break the highs of this chop, then I guess the trade would be invalid. Kind of. I mean, if we can't do it on Crude's weakness, how are we going to do it on Crude's strength? In my opinion, that's my opinion. Disgusting. Giving it one chance to kind of react as we retest the range, but if we don't see a push back up, and now I'm not feeling as confident because we've given Crude a chance to bounce now, and it has. Yeah, I don't know. Watching Crude literally sell back off into the lows. It's a little frustrating how weak NQ is responding to this move on Crude. Crude's getting smashed. Crude's gonna break the lows here, and we're watching NQ just not get back to where it was. Might as well just go trade Crude itself, I guess. You know, at this point. I might have another failed break if we can't get back above 20s, bro. We might have another failed break. Crude is breaking lows as we speak. Or at least trying to. It's right against the lows. This is a grinder of a trade. I'll tell you that much. A grinder of a trade. Can we get a little touch and go off 25, break through 30s here? Yeah. We're right where we need to be. I just need a couple more dollars, holla. Break the high, re-break the high. Pow. Hallelujah. That was a struggle bus. They there, chat. They there. We did it. That was, I mean, that was literally hours and hours and hours of struggle. That was rough. All right, what do we trade next? Appreciate it, chat. Hopefully y'all did good there too on that. That was just rough, man. Like NQ literally makes you second guess how strong it is before. Like I was not confident in that because Crude had already broken down, bro. Like Crude is down 85 cents, and really all we got from that was 14 points on NQ. It just doesn't feel. It doesn't feel relative as it should. All right, we caught that though. Nice. What should we trade next, chatters? What? How many likes do we got? Let's get to 150. Do we have 150? We almost have 150. We're at 125. Let's get to 150 here, guys. And then what else should we trade? Let's do another eval. Let's do another eval. What do we think? Apex, maybe? I wouldn't mind doing some Apex. Alpha could be cool. I could do another My Footed Futures. I could do another one of those. I could do another TPT. Why not Top Step? I have a live account with Top Step. I can't. I have a live account with Top Step, so I can't trade an eval. Are you talking about why not my live account? Because I hit my loss limit on it trying to buy the dip today. Tradeify. Tradeify is okay. Yeah, Tradeify is good. Top 1, they said. I don't really. I forget what the rules are on Top 1, but they have some. They have some rules about. I don't really like it. I don't like their accounts. I just don't. How long is code BPC? It's good for eternity. Code BPC on Lucid. If you haven't bought a Lucid account and it's your first purchase, you can get 50% off on your first 2 purchases with code BPC. All right. Okay, we passed these accounts. Let's. I'm gonna go to the restroom and then let's think about maybe another. We'll run a poll or something. Run a poll. See what we want to trade. All right, guys. Here's the question. We see Apex in the chat. Stop spamming, bro. Where's Nightbot when I need him? Isn't Nightbot supposed to time out spammers? Damn it, Nightbot. All right, we could do. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but stop spamming. All right, we could do Apex. I have a question, though. I should probably know this as an affiliate. Those intraday accounts, do they have a daily loss limit? The intraday accounts, do they have a daily loss limit in the eval stage? Or is it just the end of day accounts that have the daily loss limit? Also, I'm asking that question. Would that really be would that really be something that I consider just because of that? I don't know. The evals are kind of hard with that daily loss limit. Like, you really got to take it slow. Why did bro come in here and say gambling question mark? Maybe. We're doing evals. I guess that's closer to gambling than actual trading, but I don't know. Today's horrible. So screw it. Only end of day. Intraday doesn't have it. See, but then when it does get funded, then you have to deal with the intraday. Is that worth it? Yeah. Yo, James, appreciate the follow on YouTube. Can we get to 150 likes, guys? Lucid Pro and Lucid Flex. I think one of them has consistency in funded and one of them doesn't. But even then, the consistency rule in the funded stage isn't that bad. Also, I believe one of them has a daily loss limit when funded. Or eval, I forget. How is Lucid? They're incredible for me so far, yeah. All right, let's what other look now NQ's selling off again, disgusting. What other account should we try to pass? Any suggestions? Let's run a poll. We'll do a poll. Okay, let's see what they say. Let's see what y'all say about that. I didn't put Lucid on the list because, well, we already passed. I mean, we didn't pass. I say passed. We didn't pass them. We did not pass them, but they're halfway passed. If we can't do what needs to be done halfway past, then that's an issue. 18K on the day. Nice, bro. Nice. Oh, okay. I thought, yeah. Well, these are just evals, but yeah, just to be transparent, these are just evals after all. $20 Apex, they say. Trade day, question mark. Huh? It's a good, maybe. Trade days takes like 5 days to pass, though. I think Apex, you can pass them in the same day. I think that's going to be the winner. Like, you can literally pass Apex in the same day, right? How much is the daily loss limit on an Apex account? On a 150K? Does anybody know? Let me log in. Let me log in and see. $2,000 daily loss limit on a 150K. Yucky. All right, let's we'll try. I mean, we'll try. We're gonna have to be surgical though. That daily loss limit is like 20% of the profit target. That's not going to be easy at all. Not to do in one day, that is. You passed it one day with the daily loss limit, you didn't hit it. Really? I mean, it's possible, but difficult. It's definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge. Okay, 150K end of day. Certainly a challenge. All right, guys. We are about to attempt a 150K end of day Apex account. Evaluation. $2,000 daily loss limit. We're going to give it a go. If y'all want to try to pass this as well, once again, don't copy trade. This is not financial advice. Entertainment, educational purposes only. But if y'all want to try to pass, the account I just bought with code BPC was $64. It's not bad. But this daily loss limit is going to be tough. So we are going to have to try to be surgical here. Probably use a little less size, but like if we can get some profit in the account, we can kind of use that as some extra drawdown to try to push it a little bit. So that's the plan here. Let's maybe we'll start with a mini or two. So let's do this. Why is the account not loaded up yet? Damn it, I gotta wait for the damn account to load up on my thing. Okay, well in the meantime, we'll wait for that in the meantime. Keep hitting the refresh button. Look, I have like a little eval right here that I feel like, yeah, it's blown, but it won't leave the whatchamacallit. And if you do hit the daily loss limit, the account's not blown. But you definitely don't want to hit it. It just makes things a bit of a hassle. Any codes? Yeah, code BPC on all the prop firms. TPT, MyFunded Futures, Apex, Alpha, Lucid. Lucid the Goosed. We just passed, halfway past some Lucids right here. I'm literally wanting to get my funded accounts, but I haven't had funded accounts in a mean minute. Just been trading the live account for a while. So I want to get my funded accounts back and just slowly compounds. Give it another go. All right, we just bounced off of this support level at 90s. I think we need to definitely pull up Crude because that's going to be a deciding factor. All right, we have the Apex account loaded up. Yeah, if you hit it, if you hit the loss limit, once again, this account was $64. It's a 150K. It's an end of day drawdown account on Apex, which is crazy that they have that now. Code BPC if y'all want to give it a shot, but don't copy trade me. Don't copy trade me. We're going to try our best to pass it one day. That'd be awesome. If we could pass it in one day, oh yeah. That would be the stuff right there. Okay. Crude is just violently getting bought. Every pullback just getting bought, man. Just really strong. Off that double top, we ripped to 95, bounced right back up. Incredible. NQ's holding this level at 90s pretty well. Which size account? It's a 150K end of day. They took your what and they didn't even breach it? Bro, I don't know. I've never had an issue like that. I've never actually had a real issue with any prop firms ever. I see a lot of y'all say, yeah, I've never had an issue. I had a denied payout one time from a firm that I'm not even associated with, but it's because I was scalping and it was in their rules that I shouldn't have been scalping, and I didn't care to read them, so that was on me. In fact, maybe I should pull the video because I feel bad because it was in their rules, but yeah, it was a denied payout and I was just heated. That's the only issue I've ever had with a prop firm, and I don't even affiliate myself with them, so you know. Yeah, don't hedge, bro. You can't hedge. You cannot hedge. I saw some people really surprised that they got banned on Top Step or something. They're like, I only hedged. And it was 2 months ago. Bro, you can't fucking hedge. If you hedge, you're sure to get a payout. You can't hedge. All right, we're well off. We're back in the midpoint of the range. I don't think there's any great entry opportunities right here in the middle of the range. But we'll keep an eye on it. Looking at Crude, looking at NQ. You don't think they correlate? You don't think what correlates? Oh, you think silver? Yeah, dude, I don't have... Oh, big pop. I don't have great luck trading silver. I'm not going to lie. What? One of the few times that you can just chase price and get rewarded because it just rips up. Now this looks nice, moving up here with some nice volume, but yeah, I don't know if I trust it. I don't want to chase anything because NQ can just kick you in the butt for trying to chase. Yeah, just randomly rips 30 points higher, yeah. Pretty much. Okay, guys, can we get to 150 likes? Can we get there? We're trying to pass an Apex end-of-day account. We're 6 likes away. I know we can. I know some of y'all have not liked. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I mean, we are ripping. Is there news? NQ and Crude. Yeah, they seem to be kind of not as correlated today. I feel like it's slowly fading off a little bit, the correlation. A little bit. In fact, today they look more alike than anything. Had the overnight push a little bit on Crude, pulls back, sets it. I mean, they look pretty similar. All right, 25,000 is pretty strong support at the moment. Buyers are defending that level. I think if we can get some scalp trades going, that would be the best situation. Get some scalp trades going. Maybe we'll look at gold and stuff. Okay. What do y'all think? Let me hear it. Do we like NQ where it's at? It's at a range that we have. Once again, it looks good. Eventually, we're going to get some breakout, right? But it's hard not to have PTSD with what we've seen here in the past. Just aggressive pullbacks. Really aggressive pullbacks. Actually losing a little bit of momentum here. In fact, whenever I look for moves like this, I'd prefer to see... Yeah, I don't know. I think entering up here is a little bit insane. Because it could just hold range still. It could hold range. And Crude is kind of set up to maybe break back above 96. So that doesn't look good as a potential roadblock. Appreciate y'all. We got 160 likes. Let's go. All right. Crude is breaking to the upside. Keep an eye on Crude here. Crude looks like it wants 96. Once again, pushing back into those highs. You think I could take a little scalp trade on Crude really quick? Can we break above 96? Let's try. I'm in 15 micros on this. I want to see a break above 96 like right here, right now. We've tested this level 3 times. Got a strong breakout candle into this level. Let's see if we can catch this. Not strong break, not technically a breakout candle until, well, it's a strong candle into a breakout level. So let's see if we can get a breakout. Should figure out pretty quickly whether this is going to work out or not. I know the breakouts on Crude can get pretty nice though. Highs are at 95.90. Let's see if we can break 90s. Crud about to pump, they said. Crud. I like calling it crud. Crud oil. Crude oil, crud oil. Crud oil. Damn it. Crud oil. We need to get past 90s. That's goal number 1 here. Give it a little bit of room to pull back, but don't want to give it too much. Jarm said, I'm doing good on my eval. I made 950 on shorting gold the other day. Nice. Or today. Nice, bro. Love that. Love to hear that. Yeah, Crude just continues printing higher lows into this level. We've now tested it 3 times. It's kind of consolidating right here at VWAP. We're seeing buyers react pretty well here. So I mean, let's see. Add a little bit more. I don't want to see it break back into the 70s here. But yeah, we do have the top of the hour coming up. See if we can break 96. 2 minutes till the top of the hour. Didn't realize that we were so close to an hourly candle closure, but it's okay. Maybe. Maybe not. Could be horrible. You never really know. These top of the hour moves can be a little funky. You don't want to see much pullback from this range, from the top of this range, to be honest. If we're going to break out, it should be a little bit of consolidation around maybe 80s, 90s, but you want to see a breakout here. Okay, 20 seconds till this hourly candle closes. Things could get a little volatile here. Didn't really realize how close we were to that hourly candle closing. Yeah, I shouldn't have put myself so damn close to that hourly candle. Let's see. There's your hourly candle close. Maybe we just get a quick rip. Yeah. The hourly candle close, you can often see just an increase in volume because immediately on that candle open, buyers and sellers, right, are trying to win control over that candle. So things can get a little volatile. So be careful when you're positioning yourself around those candle closures. I didn't even realize we were that close. And then of course, quick move lower. We're still down a tolerable amount though. Not too bad. Giving it a chance in the 70s to catch a bid. If not, probably need to cut it. Because this was supposed to be just a quick entry and a breakout. All right. Looking a little bit too aggressive of a pullback for me. See if 62s hold, otherwise we're out. All right, we're gonna cut it. Tolerable, I guess. That was only like a $900 loss. That was just a really awkward spot because, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it anymore though. You want to see a breakout right there? No breakout. What's NQ up to? Even NQ, not too strong. You gonna buy? No longer. Yeah, that was just weird because the hourly candle was like closing and then this one opened and I didn't realize that we were so close to an hourly open. That was just a bad trade also though. Just a bad trade. Okay, and keep breaking out. You think we actually get some follow through above the range, or it just fades back in? What we've seen all day is that every time we get a breakout, we just sell back into the range. Crude leaving a hell of a wick down there, 45. Got bought right back up. I'm back in Crude, bro. We just continue bouncing so aggressively into this 96 level. I'll take it on the chin if I'm wrong, bro, but it's just like literally all of these sell-offs are getting ripped back into 96. I don't see how we don't eventually break out. We'll risk it for the biscuit. Need to find some buyers off the 70s here. Breaking 95.80s here would look good. Or like $800 off of hitting that DLL. Try to be like aggressive on that first trade, get a little bit of profit buffer, but I don't know. Crude might fade again. Yeah, I'm getting chopped to pieces. I hit that DLL right there. $100 off. That's a hell of a sell-off, bro. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah, we'll hit it. We will hit it. Any second, imagine. Imagine. I was $30 off of hitting it. If we break this low, I hit it. That damn DLL, man. It's hard not to hit it. It's pretty much need to make 2, 4, 6, 8, like 500% of the DLL to pass the account. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. Let's see if the Iranians save us. It's a decent little bounce. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Hold up. Some volatility in here, bro. Space Lord, mother. What's new? DLL is a daily loss limit. So some firms, not most of them, but some firms in the evaluation stage have a daily loss limit. If you hit it, you'll be locked out for the day, but you can continue trading the next day. Yeah, Crude's gonna kill us here, I think. Yeah, if we take these lows here, I'm gonna hit that hit the DLL on Apex. pretty good chance we hit it. Literally, if we break this low, we hit it. And there it goes. Any second. I'm telling you, bro, these EOD accounts on Apex are not easy to pass in a day. Like, at all. At all. How strong is Crude is the question. Are we strong enough to rip back to 96? We continue trying to push this level. We're getting sold off pretty hard every time, but we also are bouncing back really well. Huh? There we go. I think we hit it here. This is the third time we tested. I'm sure we hit it here. How did we not hit it here? I think 43 would hit it. I mean, we're like so close. Yeah, we're about to hit it. Any second. All right, we hit it. We hit the DLL. So we can still trade this in the next session. But yeah, it's not easy, that one. Damn DLL. Crazy 5-minute candle to the downside on Crude. Was looking for some follow through on that. Just didn't get it. No follow through on that. Yeah, no, it's hard. I mean, you have to do, if you're trying to pass that in one day, which you can, you have to make 500% of the drawdown. As far as the daily drawdown, you have to make 500%, or maybe like 450%, which is damn hard to do in one day. Damn hard. That'd be like essentially you trying to, in one day, trying to make 500% return on your account. Shit's difficult. You got to take it slow for sure. Yeah. But when you try to play it aggressive, you can do it in a day. But I think you got to get that first trade needs to be a winner. If that first trade's not a winner, in our case it wasn't, it's very hard. Very hard. You got to get a couple winners, get a little bit of a profit on the account to where maybe now your drawdown is not 2K, but maybe 4K. And then you can maybe start trying to push it. But yeah, if you're just trying to go, that was a strategy to try to get a little profit buffer, but I didn't end up winning any of the trades. Pretty difficult. Yeah, those Apex accounts. I don't know what's harder, trying to do an intraday with no daily loss limit or doing an end of day with daily loss limit. Like, what is harder? They both seem pretty difficult. They both seem pretty difficult. Well, I think what's good is we got these accounts pretty much, you know, they're doing good. So that's good. At least we did that. At least we did that. We blew a couple individual ones, but at least we did that. Intraday's harder, yeah. I think it's a question of if you're trying to do it in one day, that daily loss limit's tricky. Tricky. Man, today was rangy day. If we would have gone into it a little bit, I think I was looking for breakouts. I think when I try to do these evals, I like only look for breakout trades for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't get great entries either when I trade these evals. I just kind of get in. I don't know. Should we try one more and get vengeance or no? I don't know. Crude is like so strange because look, it's bouncing back up. These sell-offs are just getting bought. And we're just literally compressing into this 96 level like nobody's business. For scientific purposes, we'll try one more. I think we need to go about it different. We just need a little bit of a different strategy, if you will. Or it's not even that, but the first trade has to be a winner. If we can't win that first trade, you might as well have already blown it. Like, we gotta win the first trade, man. You can't afford to lose the first trade when you got DLL on the account. You just can't afford it. We have to win the first trade. That's key. Like, it's one of those things, like, you know what I mean? You have to get off to a good start. You have to. Have to. If you can't get off to a good start, you're just not going to get it. You're not going to get it. At least not one day, I don't think. Waiting for it to load. What app? Oh, this is TradingView, man. It's so hard to believe that we can't make this move on Crude, bro. 95.80s. We have tested this level so many times. And you got NQ pulling back. Let's just see if we can get some green on it. It's so incredibly hard to believe we can't break out here. Looks like we want to. All right, we got to win this first trade. That's key. If we're trying to pass this account, we have to win the first trade no matter what. No matter what. NQ? No, this is Crude. I think Crude has more breakout potential than NQ right now. So I'm trying to trade Crude back into 96. Is TPT reliable? Do they pay? I've never had an issue with TPT not paying. Never, ever. But of course, that's just my experience. It's just literally gambling. Okay, bro. Okay, okay. Quite careless. Guys, we are trying to pass evals here after all. If we were trading funded accounts, it certainly wouldn't be like this. I don't have funded accounts at the moment. My live account's locked out, so trying to pass evals. Understand the context of like what we're doing here. This is eval trading. I mean, this isn't funded trading. This isn't live trading. CPT law funded again after you went live. Yep, they do. I've gone live and then lost a live, and then yeah, you can go back funded. I mean, you have to work your way back up to it. They're not just going to put you in a funded account if you lose your live account. You have to do the eval and do it all again. But yeah, you can. We've tested this 96 level so many times that if we can't kind of hold 50s here, yeah, chalk it up. Said Crude looks like what's to roll over, possibly. But we also just keep every dip is just getting ripped back into 96. Like even here, like boom, 50's right back up. See if we can break 96 here. This hourly's trying to break out. Space, Lord, mother. A little bit of rejection in the 90s. Could claw back up and retest. Would like to see us hold above 90s here for a little while, though, to be honest. Don't love getting rejected again. Which eval is this? This is the Apex 150K end of day evaluation. With code BPC, it was like 65 bucks. But it has a daily loss limit. So harder to pass in a single day. Because if you're trying to do it all in a single day, if you break down the math, you're trying to make $9,000 profit target with $2,000 loss limit. You're trying to make 500% pretty much in a single day of your drawdown that you have that day, you know. So it's not easy. In fact, it's probably one of the harder ones when you really think about it like that. But it's only hard if you like. We're trying to make it hard. Like we're trying to pass it in one day, so it's in that sense it's a little difficult. But that's kind of the way we're trying to do it. And can we get a break in 96 here? Can we break 96.10? Crude usually gets a little bit better follow through in Q, so I'm trying to be a little hopeful for this one. Like, Crude can go. If it really wants to, it can. Of course, we're going to lock in some profits, but looking for a little bit of follow through. Okay, immediately we're kind of getting a little bit of resistance here off the 10s. Don't love it. Okay, little squeeze. Let's go. Maybe if we can we push up to 20s, 30s possibly. We're trying to break out. See what the follow through looks like here. If we start rejecting again, like I want to see some more strength up here. Let's get like a little 10, 15 cent run up here. I'm feeling inclined to take some, so I'm going to do that. It's just a little bit more hesitant for Crude. Okay, so let's do that. See how hard we can squeeze up here. Bro is legit reacting to 1 minute candle volatility. Look at this fucking. Oh, you're testing me. You're testing me. You're talking about reacting to price action? Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, we should just not react to what we're seeing at all. That would be easy. What a twat. Bro's reacting to the price on the chart. No shit. That's not what trading is at all, is it? Give me a break. Stupid ass. Where's the country music? I don't want to get copyrighted, bro. I think he's upset because he was saying this wasn't a good trade, and then I think he probably tried to fade my trade. And then now that it's working, because he said it was stupid, I think he's a little upset, so he had to comment something stupid. That's okay. That's okay. All right, I'm going to cover 5 more. It's a slower breakout on Crude. I mean, it can't go, but I'm definitely going to lock in some profits because it's been a little rangy, and you know, ultimately we could come back down, so we'll lock in some. Should be about $1,000 trade, which feels a little less than it should have been with 3 minis at one point. 50 cent move, maybe. Bro's reacting to the 1 minute candle chart. Yeah. Good thing we locked in some. I wonder if Crude, man, if Crude tonight can get to like 97, 97.50, 98s. Ooh, you might see Crude trade back to 100. Do we have any news on like the Strait of Hormuz? Nobody's willing to help us? Okay, some volatility. We might get ticked out here, but we walked away with at least 1,000, so that's not bad. I mean, this either runs like crazy or we get ticked out here, but we got an hour and a half till the close. We could break out, but I mean, you got to take some profit here for sure because there's no guarantee of that. What day are you going to be on slow markets with Dakota? Tonight, bro. Tonight. I'll be on slow markets tonight on Top Step. Y'all tune in. I'm not going to be on my stream tonight. I'll be on Top Step tonight, bro. In about 6 hours, I guess. I don't think this is going to be a really home run trade, but we can certainly lock in some profit. So I think we'll guarantee at least $1,200 on this trade, which isn't bad. Not bad at all. Thought it would be a little bit bigger, to be honest. I mean, we were in 30 micros pretty much from 80s. I don't know. Seems like it should have been a little bit bigger, but that's fine. Bro logged into his burner account, said, not gonna lie, if he did fade your trades, he would have done better than you today. I don't think so. I mean, we traded well where it counted. When we were copy trading the 4, like, that's really where it counted. Everything else, we kind of blew like 2 individuals, but when it counted, when we were actually copy trading, we actually did pretty well. Because I had locked in a little bit, so... I guess if you're saying trade for trade, but considering the fact that we did the 4, I don't know. But I know that's you on your burner account, weirdo. Weirdo. Because the timing is about right. Give you enough time to log into your other account. I'm sorry this trade didn't work out for you, bro. It's okay. I try to tell, I tell y'all, do not fade me. Not because I'm always right, bro, but because it's just sometimes you're going to be wrong and then you're going to get mad at me. You know what I mean? All right, we'll walk away 1,200 on that. That's not a bad one. Not a bad one. I will take it. I will take it. On a little breakout trade that didn't really get a lot of continuation, to lock up 1,200 is not bad. It's a start. Not where we need to be, but it's a start. Everything's looking a little crazy though. NQ selling off. All right, guys. I think we'll call it here. I think we'll call it. Not a bad day. The Apex account's a little bit green. Could have done better, but at least we have now a little profit cushion if we want to try to press a little bit. So that could be good. GG's, chat. GG's. I will be live once again, not on my account or not on my channel, but I'll be live tonight on Top Step. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm gonna go shower and work on some other stuff. All right, guys, take it easy. God bless. Hopefully, y'all do good the rest of the day. It's a little crazy. We did good today. I think we did do good today, bro. We did what we did what we set out to do, which is get, you know, these accounts, you know, kind of where they needed to be. So yeah, I'm happy. Oh, Joshua. Hey man, I hope y'all have a good day. I will see y'all tonight on Top Step. If not tomorrow.